She looked like just another tired traveler in a hoodie and sweatpants. But when the flight attendant forced her out of first class in front of everyone, no one imagined her husband would bring the entire airline to a halt just hours later. Let's dip in the story. The first-class cabin of Skylux Airlines buzzed with business people and well-dressed elites. As passengers sipped champagne and adjusted their designer bags, a woman in gray sweatpants and a plain black hoodie quietly took her window seat. She wore no makeup, no jewelry, and a baseball cap pulled low over her face. Within minutes, whispers began. Is she lost? Maybe she got an upgrade by mistake. I doubt she even belongs in economy. Just then, a flight attendant walked up with a forced smile and said, "Ma'am, I believe you're in the wrong seat. First class is for premium passengers only." The woman calmly responded, "I'm in the right seat. It's 1A, correct?" "Yes, but are you sure you didn't mean to book economy?" the attendant replied, glancing at her outfit. People watched. Some smirked. Others rolled their eyes. Then the unthinkable happened. The flight attendant asked her to move. No questions, no checking, just based on how she looked. Reluctantly, the woman stood up and walked toward the back of the plane. She didn't argue. She didn't protest. But she made one quiet phone call from the galley that changed everything. In the last row of the plane, beside the lavatory, the woman took out her phone and dialed one number. "It happened again," she whispered. A deep voice answered, calm but firm, "Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Stay on the flight. Let them land. They won't know what hit them." The woman hung up, smiled slightly, and leaned back in her cramped seat. The same flight attendant walked past, giving her a smug glance, not knowing the storm that was about to hit. By the time the plane landed in New York, every airline staff member had received a high-priority internal message. "Do not deboard flight 227. CEO will board momentarily." Confusion spread among the crew. Passengers checked their watches, annoyed at the delay. The captain remained in the cockpit, instructed to wait. Then the door opened. A tall man in a sharp suit stepped onto the plane. No badge, no announcement. But anyone who followed business news recognized him instantly. Daniel Lawson, CEO and majority owner of Skylux Airlines. The same man who turned a failing airline into a billion-dollar empire in just 5 years. Gasps filled the cabin. Even the flight crew stood frozen. Daniel walked past the gawking passengers straight to the back and gently took the hand of the woman in the last row. "Did they treat you well?" he asked. She simply shook her head. He nodded, looked around, and calmly said to the stunned passengers and crew, "This woman is my wife. She co-owns this airline. And today, she flew back here not because she didn't belong up front, but because someone assumed she didn't." The silence was deafening. The flight attendant who had removed her earlier stood pale, eyes wide. She tried to speak, but Daniel raised a hand. "You didn't even check her ticket. You judged her by her clothes. That's not how we operate. Not in my company." Passengers murmured in agreement. A businessman in a tailored suit who'd mocked her earlier looked away in shame. Daniel continued, "Every passenger deserves respect, whether they fly first class or coach, whether they wear Armani or cotton." Turning to his wife, he smiled. "Let's go take your seat now." He escorted her back to 1A. This time, not a single person questioned her presence. In fact, many offered quiet apologies. The attendant was suspended pending further review. Company-wide sensitivity training was launched within days. And for the first time in its history, Skylux Airlines published a new motto: "Respect has no dress code." By the next day, the incident had gone viral. A fellow passenger who witnessed the entire scene had uploaded a video titled, "Billionaire's Wife Kicked Out of First Class. Watch what her husband does." It gained 3 million views in 12 hours. Comments flooded in. Finally, someone stood up to classist behavior. Respect the quiet ones. They just might own the plane you're on. This is why you should never judge anyone by their appearance. The woman? She never made a statement. No press conference. No interviews. She didn't need to. Her silence spoke louder than words, and her story became a powerful reminder across the world. Don't ever underestimate someone who chooses to stay humble, because the quietest people often carry the loudest power. If you found this story inspiring, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more powerful real-life tales, and comment below. Have you ever been judged too soon? Let's talk about it.